I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios Charles McElwee, who will be one of the people taking part in our SSPTV election night coverage this evening, one of our political analysts. Charles, it's kind of a quiet election day.
Right, so tonight may not have the air of excitement that we felt in November with a presidential election, but certainly the races that we will be reviewing tonight are very consequential, especially when it comes to Greater Hazleton. So there are plenty of races to watch out for tonight, whether it's a school district or the city council race in Hazleton. And the people who are running tonight, the races that aren't uncontested, they will, depending on the outcome, may determine how the government looks, the composition of local government in the near future.
People always pay attention during the presidential years, but this is so important when you are electing the people that are running your community governments. So why aren't they paying attention as much to these elections?
It's a question that remains to be answered. One of the most overused political sayings that is timeless, all politics is local, Tip O'Neill's line. Mm-hmm. And it is true when it comes to something like this tonight. And I guess the question is, will the Trump effect, those record turnout levels that we saw in November, will that have a spillover effect for today? It's a gorgeous spring day in Hazleton. Does that mean will people be more likely to go to the polls? Will the effect of November's election determine the victory of whoever is running tonight? We'll look at that tonight, and only time will tell. But the question is, will we have the turnout we had in November? Very unlikely, but we'll see what happens.
And people are quick to complain about who gets elected. They're always ready to complain. But then you'll say, did you vote? And a lot of times they will say no. So now is their opportunity to have a voice. And the turnout will affect this election one way or another. Either heavy turnout to determine who wins, or the lack of turnout could make other people win.
Right, and where you look at social media, where everybody seems to have a voice,
Mm-hmm.
whether and whichever side they are, they search for information that supports what they already believe. So the question is, if you are a committed online citizen, so-called, on social media, expressing your opinions about what's affecting the area, will you go to the polls? Will you vote and help shape the public policy decisions at the local level that really influence what is being spoken online? And I guess we'll have to see, but hopefully that this is a sacred act of citizenship today. So I encourage everyone to get to the polls, and hopefully the weather will inspire many to do so.
Absolutely. You have no excuse to complain about the weather because it is beautiful. The polls remain open until 8 p.m. this evening. Remember, there are also judicial races. There are also county council races for Luzerne County. A lot of important races, regardless of where you live in our viewing area. Election day is very important, no matter if it's a primary or a general election. So please exercise your privilege and vote today.
And be sure to join the area's most experienced election team, Sam Lassant Sr., Mike DeCosmo, Rick Morelli, Charles McElwee, who you just saw, and State Representative Tara Toohill, with assistance from our media partner, the Hazleton Standard-Speaker. Our coverage begins tonight at 7:30 p.m. Also, Sam Lassant will talk live with Congressman Lou Barletta via phone from Washington for the latest on the Russian investigation. Watch us live from anywhere via the Samsung Productions app. Download it today, and as always, you can watch live at ssptv.com.